Sweet. That's good. You know, actually, did I have a key? Crap. Was it N? Oh, crap. I had push to talk on, and I totally forgot about that. Where are my hotkeys? What a beautiful storm. All right. Looks like they made the tornado warning a little large, but I gotta figure out where my hotkeys are. Well, oh well. Oh, it was C. That's it. I found the button. Found it. Even though nobody's watching me right now. Found it. Found the button. Yippee. All right. Well, I'm probably not gonna have the hot bar going because why not? I'm just not. It's not gonna happen today. All right, that fixes that. Good evening. How you doing? Are you excited for Monday? Did you hear what's happening on Monday? With the storms and everything like that? I've added a new title. I am gonna move my camera a little bit. Throw that down a little bit. Everyone can hear me, right? I'm just making sure. Yo, how you doing? How you doing, Blake? They, I don't know. They might up the severity on Monday. So we have a area on Monday that is gonna receive some severe weather, and you typically don't see this type of warning within this area, but they do predict a very high area for the probabilistic area. This is for Monday. They expect an outbreak to happen on Monday. And I mean, if it does, it's going to be bad. We'll be live on Monday, but you know, if this holds true, it's going to be bad. Thanks. Thank you. That really means a lot. But yeah, no, I mean, that thing will be a nasty thing on Monday. If that thing holds true, it's a 4 out of 5. Now we got this storm down here, which a lot of chasers are you know, watching this storm right here. I mean, it's the one with the tornado warning on there. It looks pretty good with the velocities, but it's just not there. You had baseball size hail. That's not good. I don't know how much damage did you get. Yeah, 4-2. I was watching a whole bunch of storms whenever I had to take a little break. It was just with work. I should be back now. But yeah, no, I mean, there was a one night where they had put it at, you know, a very high severity, and it was just kind of disappointing. It was just a disappointing weather event. I mean, the winds were there, but it just wasn't a tornado outbreak in which they had promised. I mean, not promised, but predicted. I'm gonna throw that in my word warning area. I don't know. I gotta fix the the texture. This is just terrible. Terrible for the words. I hope so. I don't know. The words are gonna have to do for right now. Really on Tuesday? Thanks. Thank you for reminding me. I don't pay attention to that stuff. It's not auto. I have to manually go in there and change it. Thank you. I don't know. Do you guys like what I did above there? I just put something up there. I mean, I might have something off to the side, like maybe someone streaming, chasing, or something like that. But yeah, we have our destructive PDS EM. For the tornadoes would be PDS, or the severe thunderstorm would be a PDS. We just have that up there, but it's just something up there. Yeah. Well, I mean, I believe it's auto because you can actually construct a code that gets the warning number and then just puts that into your feed. I mean, it's fairly nice to not have to screw around with the count. But Ryan does have a whole other team that he just has. It's fairly nice. I'll get copyrighted if I do that. I sent them an email asking if I could get a permission to use other storm chasers feeds, and I believe they had put that up there because of me. I asked them for permission. I never received a response. I'm assuming that I received the only response that I got was probably that stating, well, you can't use other people's live streams without permission. So I'm stating that as a no. I am convincing a friend, though, to go chasing on Monday. Then I could get some really cool pictures. If not, that's okay. Now, if I still lived in Wisconsin, I would have went. I should have went chasing, or could have went chasing on Monday. So I looked at Vince's page, and yeah, no, they don't want anyone using their stream, which I totally understand. But yeah, Nugget, to answer that question, I can't. It says something on there. We'll do a quick example. I don't think 1 second will hurt. You saw right there, you can see that it says not without broadcast owner's position. No. Permission. That's what I meant to say. And like before, you could just stream it without their permission, but they put that on there because of copyright. I do not. That's something that I have to make in the future. Would you guys like to see my my Streamlabs? I could show it to you guys. I can create a scene for it. You would like to see? All right, hold on. Let me create a scene and then I'll be right there. All right, as you can see, this is my stream preview, and this is how I have everything. You can see all my stuff. You can see where I edit to add things, like our severe thunderstorms. I just have it under a folder here, and I just go in here and edit how many. And you can also see that I use C as my hold down button for chatting. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's interesting, but it takes a lot of time if you don't know what you're doing. I kind of went into this just trying to figure stuff out. Note, I'm drinking Sprite right now. This is not alcohol. Yeah, it just takes time. I do want to check out this other storm down here, though. Surprised that they have not tornado warned it yet. Plus, the radar towers down here suck. I mean, there's not one down here. They should build one down there. That would be a perfect spot for one. Perfect. Thanks. I don't know, if you guys don't like the setup, we can go back to the old setup. We'll have to see for Monday's outlook though. They should be given another outlook for by tomorrow. you look up the weather for La Crosse, Wisconsin, you're going to see why it's going to storm on Monday. It says 60 on Sunday, and then 80 on Monday, and then 60 on Tuesday. So there's definitely a big change that's going to happen. I have about 3 monitors. Let me take off my webcam and then I could probably show you guys. So we have monitor 1, monitor 2, and then that's my PC, and then we have monitor 3. Yeah, they were not, they were kind of expensive, but it's worth it. That is correct. There are some streamers that have multiple PCs where they just run the streaming is just one PC, and the other stuff is just streaming stuff like this, just having the weather up or having their game up. They just use 2 PCs. Like one PC will have the high power graphics card in there, and the other PC will just have a low grade graphics card. It just depends on how everyone likes their setup. And it's just the RAM. I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. That's my RAM. That's what I have in my PC. Now other people have different RAM, but I like the RAM. It gives a lot of power. I mean, you'll notice it right away. I had 8 gigabytes of RAM in my other PC, but now I have 64, and you notice the difference right away. It's really funny too. I like how after I just add a number, they just throw another one out. They just throw another severe thunderstorm out. So now I got to go in here and add another number. That's still a good amount of RAM. 32 is still good. Yeah, maybe someday. you can really see all the moisture in coming up from that radar tower. You can also see it on this one too. Yeah, velocity. Yeah, I mean velocity is really cool. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting another monitor, but I have nowhere to put it. It can be. I mean, everyone is almost accurate. I could say that. They're almost accurate. What I can tell you is that this week I was told it was going to be 58. It ended up being, what is it, like 65. And, I have to dress for work and I was had long sleeves on. I had everything. I was hot. I just don't have that much of a Discord community. That's the thing. I mean, I'll do that in the future, but I just don't have a Discord community as much as one. And, I just, not yet. Do you guys like the new thumbnail? Do you like that stuff instead of the old radar that I use for my thumbnail? Or for the stream picture? Yeah. I don't want to copy other people. That's the only thing. Because Ryan Hall, y'all, he makes all these really cool thumbnails, and people just copy them. They just change the color. They just copy them. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use the regular, normal colors that make the radar. Um, I don't know what it's called, but the Outlook Day colors. That's what I'm going to use for my thing. Even though it's not as enticing as Ryan Hall y'all's um, thumbnails. I just don't want to be a copycat. You know. Yeah, they look cool, but it's just not me. I'm not gonna copy someone else's work and call it mine. I do have a projector, so that is another thing in the works. Because maybe I could actually stand up and point stuff out. That'd be cool. Oh, that's cool. I mean, that's really cool what AI can do. To hear that Storm Chaser Riley is going to go work with Max Velocity, that's pretty cool. I believe that Max Velocity just graduated too. That's also pretty cool. I wonder what he's gonna do. I don't know if he's gonna go work at the radar tower or the National Weather Service, or he's just gonna keep on streaming. I believe he's going to do. I mean, I believe he's going to be graduated. I mean, he just did his final exams. I believe he did a 4-year bachelor's degree in science. Yeah, so it shows you that you do not need a degree to do this stuff here. I don't have a degree. All you gotta do is know how to read storms. That's it. If you know how to read storms, you're golden. And all you gotta do is just slap a tag at the bottom of saying that, you're not a meteorologist and you can't be held accountable if something happens. That's why I'm only a weather enthusiast. I like weather, it's cool. I honestly want to see what's going on with the storm down here. They didn't tornado warn it. I don't know if that's side lobe from the storm. I just broke radar omega. I gotta reload it. Hold up. Still a beautiful storm though. Not a lot of activity tonight. It's just mostly hail. That's it. Mostly hail. Ooh, what's this other storm over here? Just popped out of nowhere. I don't know. It could be side lobe, or it might have a pretty good reading. Be kind of interesting to see how long the storm's gonna live for. Keep a watch on it. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. I'm probably just gonna keep the same. I'll probably change something up top saying that hurricane season. I'll probably just move over the destructive PDS and EM over and just throw it as hurricane season. But I don't know. I'm probably just not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep everything the same because there are gonna be severe thunderstorms and tornado warnings. I'll probably keep a water spout counter up too as well. But yeah, no, I haven't really thought about that. That's really good to think about. Thanks for the suggestion. Is the National Weather Service not going to tornado warn that storm? You can see the obvious signs for rotation. It's got an obvious outflow. Yeah, you can really see that hail core now. 49,000 feet. Cloud. That small puny storm that popped out of nowhere is really starting to intensify. You are? That's pretty cool. Oh, that's cool. You use OBS. Yeah, I use Streamlabs. That'd be very interesting if that was debris on our coalition coefficient. Could be what I'm seeing as a hail spike. I don't know. I don't think so. Still very interesting with that storm. It's like both of these storms are trying to ramp up. These are unwarned storms. For I believe they're trying to spawn tornadoes. There we go. This got the tornado possible tag on that severe thunderstorm warning, which is really good for them to do that. It's obvious that this other storm up here is rotating. But it's got to qualify in order to get a warning. Wanted to check on radar scope. Yeah, no, I'm not playing around. There is a well, that's there, and yeah, no, it has it's got a couplet. YouTube's trying to tell me that my bit rate is really low, but I have it at 8,000. It wants me to put it at 13,000 kilobits. I have it at 8,000 so I can load up a whole bunch of stuff. And so it doesn't lag the crap out of my PC. Okay. You should use Streamlabs. I should stream some Twisted sometime, but put it at high quality. See if I could stream it in 4K. I'm so surprised they haven't tornado warned the storm yet. They gotta do that. So that storm above that I have on my feed up top is this storm in velocity. Nothing on coalition coefficient. Just waiting for the next update. Here's our hint of rotation we have on radar scope. We have that little turny thing on there that has signs for rotation. I mean, they kind of warned that storm. It's honestly just running up 70. Just taking 70, taking its time. Seems like all the storms want to come alive right now. If we're lucky enough, we're going to see a pretty good hook on the sell on this guy. I'm showing this sell above right there on radar scope. Just waiting on the next update. There we go. There's our hook. They gotta draw like a little warning box on it. They gotta throw a warning like that on it. They gotta do it. Now I could be wrong. Oh, they just put that special weather statement out for that storm. Oh, this is kind of dumb. New severe thunderstorm warning. Maybe, maybe not. The storm might go or may not. But no, you can see the rotation within radar itself. It's a little small rotation. The good goal this year is try to push to 1,000 subscribers. That'd be a good goal. Because the first 1,000 is always hard. I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna call it here. Now, if that storm does go, I'll be live again. But yeah, no, I appreciate all the likes we got. I appreciate everyone for tuning in for tonight's stream. We'll be live on